episode of This Old Bike, we're going to teach you why it's not a really good idea to leave your motorcycle behind your house for 5 years. There we are. So I'm here, but can anybody hear me? There we are. So I'm here. You can? Awesome. Yay. Woohoo! Sweet. How you going, guys? This is your pal Dusty here on the West Coast, San Jose, California. We have with us tonight a plethora of individuals who will be putting on a wonderful convention for you here in the fabulous San Francisco area, just off of the airport, next to the trolley cars and the lobster bisque and the sourdough bowls and the Ghirardelli chocolates, on top of everything else they're going to bring you. So, with me tonight is one Sonia, who happens to be the chairperson of this convention. Sonia, introduce yourself. Say hey. Awesome. Ooh, we got some surprises. Surprises for you. And then we also have Obsidian Winter. Obsidian, who is the vice chair and lead of events, correct? Yes. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. We also have We Are Borg, who is the head of PR and marketing. Correct? Mr. Borg, thank you very much for joining us. And we have a surprise guest for you. Who could it be? Who could it be? Could it have something to do with my t-shirt right here? See that? What does my t-shirt say? My Daring Do t-shirt. Now, how could that tie in to the gentleman who we have on the end of this line? Who could it be? Mystery caller, please introduce yourself. Brian Drummond? Alizotto himself? Yes, Arizotto himself. Welcome to the program. Thank you for coming. Absolutely. So this is the BabsCon crew. They are going to bring you... Yes. What? What is going on? Derped audio. What? How is it derped? I can't fix it if I don't know what the derp is. They can't... Okay. They can hear me, but not them. Okay, let's see if I can fix that. Oh, darn. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's just one of those things. Let's see. It happens all the time. Let's see. I know. I gotta fix it. Let's see. Realtek. Derp. Why is it on Realtek? That was a warm-up intro. We'll do it again in a minute. So... This is live, guys. You know it's live because I screw it up. Oh goodness. I don't want Realtek. I want. Don't use this as advice. Darn it. Okay. I might figure out what's going on here. Video. Computer. Okay, guys, we're going to go away for a minute, and we'll be right back. Okay? Don't go nowhere.
Oh, let's see here.
We're back. Let's see if it's derped. Give me some 1, 2, 3, 4s, people.
Hey.
Hello. Yes.
How's everyone?
Anybody?
Check one.
Is this futile?
Check one.
Okay, yeah, it's fixed. Yeah, everyone says they can hear everyone.
We're back. Sorry about that, people. Yay, I can fix things. Well, actually, I didn't fix it. I had my technical services come downstairs.
Yes, you'll be getting my bill at the end of the month. It is a very good thing.
Yes, it is. It's a very good thing.
In-home tech services.
In-home tech services. Who would have thought? So, we're back. So, let's start over. Welcome to San Jose, California, everybody. This is your pal Dusty, and I'm going to introduce all these people who are here from BABSCon so that you didn't hear the first time because I'm a derp. Okay. We have the head of BABSCon, Sonia. Sonia, introduce yourself, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sonia Lynn. I'm the idiot who thought she could run a PonyCon up in San Francisco, but seems to be doing all right. Nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
How's everyone doing?
Everyone seems to be doing fine. Number 2, Obsidian Winter, who is the vice chair and lead of events.
Howdy, everyone. I'm Olivia Daniels, a.k.a. Obsidian Winter, and I'm really happy to be here.
Yes. And then there's We Are Borg, who is the head of PR and marketing.
Hey, every pony. Resistance is futile and all that.
Resistance is futile. And now you guys can get all excited by hearing his dulcet tones. This time for real, Mr. Brian Drummond.
Well, hello, everyone. Brian Drummond here. Well, that's not how I talk, but hey, excited to be on board with you here and all. I'm excited to come to San Francisco and be a part of your big shindig down there and yuck it up with you all. I'm looking forward to it and chatting with you tonight. It's going to be fun.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much again for everybody putting up with me and for everybody in this chat coming in, giving us some of your time tonight. So the first question I'm going to throw at all 4 of you, and this is now my stock standard question for everybody who comes on this program, is what are some of your earliest memories of cartoons and comics that you enjoyed as a child? Wow. Sonia, you go first.
Okay, yeah. One of my very earliest, actually, is back when a really horribly bowdlerized version of Gatchaman came out here to the States in the 70s, because I'm that old.
Me too.
Called Battle of the Planets. And, oh man, I ran around everywhere with a blanket around my neck supposed to look like bird wings, and yes. Oh yeah, that was crazy fun stuff.
Casey Kasem.
Yes, that's right.
That's right, Casey Kasem was Mark.
I forgot about that, honestly. I knew he was Shaggy, but I forgot he was Mark as well.
Yes, he was. How about you, Obsidian?
Oh, gosh. I'd have to say Thundercats.
Thundercats.
And Sailor Moon.
Ooh, Sailor Moon, yeah. How about you, Borg?
I'd have to say Road Rovers, and I think SWAT Cats was in there somewhere, and a little bit of Scooby-Doo. I was a big Scooby-Doo fan.
No Scrappy-Doo, though, huh?
It was okay.
It was okay. How about you, Brian?
Wow. Well, I didn't have a lot of television stations when I grew up. Mm-hmm. We only had a couple, but I think probably the after-school stuff that I was digging the most would have been like Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, early Warner Brothers stuff, the after-dinner Disney. Those are sort of my first memories of animation that I really got hooked on. And I always read, when I was younger, I read the Archie comics and Spider-Man comics, and so I had a few of those around the house. But for TV, it'd be Flintstones, Scooby-Doo, Warner Brothers, and Disney.
Awesome stuff. Okay, cool. Let's talk about the Bay Area, gang, and why do you think people are going to love coming to this convention?
Oh, so many reasons. Well, for one thing, I mean, the Bay Area is just a lot of fun. We have an established con culture out here that's been going for 30 years and more. One of the oldest cons around here, BayCon, has been running for, I think this is coming into its 32nd year now.
That's true.
We also have one of the largest furry conventions out here. We have a pretty sizable anime convention. You know, there's something for everyone. At least there was. it seemed like there was something for everyone until suddenly pony conventions. No pony conventions.
No pony conventions. We have to fix this.
It was a great injustice.
It was. Great
and I'm about nothing if not great justice. So so I thought, let's throw a con. What could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Oh my goodness. That's cool. I know you guys had a bunch of wonderful membership deals going on. Some of them have gone away because they've been sold out.
Yeah,
tell us a little bit about what's still available.
Oh, well, of course. Naturally, we have the usual 1 day and 3 day passes, which you can see over at our website at babscon.com/registration. That'll show you all of the deals. Above and beyond that, though, we have our sort of slightly premium, what we call Canterlot Pony level. The basic 3 day is Ponyville Pony, so you go up to Canterlot Pony, you get like a special swag bag. We have the High Society Pony, which we only released 50 of those, and those sold out at the $250 level. Those ones also came with more intangible stuff like some front of line privileges, privileged seating, and a VIP meet and greet. Yay! Above that, we have our above that we have the Noble Pony level for $1,000, which gets you a whole bunch of swag in addition to that. Including a lovely small Golden Gates beanie plush. Golden Gates is our OC Con mascot, and people seem to like her pretty much.
Yeah, she's awesome.
You get a custom OC or show pony, if you like, from Nurse Red Heart. You get a lovely print from our very own pixel coder of one of the lovely stained glass windows from Canterlot Castle. And anyway, more. Finally, we had the Alicorn Princess level, and now we have the Big Bad level.
Big Bad level.
This is our super duper premium level at $2,500, which also gets you above and beyond all of those things a 15-inch Golden Gates, and you can see Golden Gates on the screen there. She's looking very cute, and that plush is by Equestria Plush, so only the best. We also get an intimate, so it's just we have 4 Alicorn Princesses, we have 4 Big Bads, so just those 4 people plus a guest of honor, and that's yet to be announced. But we want to surprise people with that. So just you 4, the guest of honor, and their con liaison. That's it. Around a table, just spending a good meal, talking it up, getting to know each other.
That's cool.
That's not bad.
That's pretty damn cool. I'm telling you. Speaking of guests, Sonia, you were like whispering in my ear, the other day that something might happen, that something might have happened. And that somebody else might be coming that you weren't going to tell me about.
Did I say that?
You did. You did say that.
Oh.
You said you kept putting things in my ears like you get me excited, but no, you wouldn't tell me. You wouldn't tell good old Dusty. No.
Aw, I just had to tell.
I'm putting you on a spot, though. I'm putting you on a spot right now. Right now. Tell me.
Well,
tell me.
Okay. God, he's so mean.
No.
In addition to all the fabulous guests we have going at babscon.com/guests, including the amazing Brian Drummond and his amazing daughter Brenna Drummond, because BabsCon had to have Babs Seed. We have a new guest that we're going to be announcing right now, on this show. We are announcing Natasha Levenger.
Natasha's a writer who just wrote. Which one did we just see?
She wrote Pinkie Apple Pie. And the upcoming It's Not Easy Being Breezies.
Yes. So Pinkie Apple Pie had a wonderful song in it. Wonderful song.
Oh, I know. I'm still tapping that one out on my day.
Yeah, so we can talk all about that and the Breezies, whatever the heck they are. I'm sure we'll find out before BabsCon.
Allured to in the last episode, I believe.
Allured to, yes. Interesting words you're using there, Borg.
I think he meant alluded.
Alluded.
Alluded to.
Alluded to, yes.
It's Monday. I should be asleep.
It should be asleep. Oh, goodness. How many people is it taking to put on this little convention of yours? How many departments are you guys rolling?
Oh, quite a few. I mean, just on our top level alone, you're looking at about 6 main departments.
Right.
and then below each, and they vary. Now, some of them are like a department or like an entity unto themselves, like our hotel department. That's all they exist for, is to liaise between us and our venue, the amazing and posh SFO Hyatt Regency up in Burlingame, California. Ooh. And whereas other departments like programming and events are much larger, or ops, which contains con ops, which contains logistics, and several other things as well. Those are much broader departments. So all in all, I would say right now we have a staff of about 20 or so people, and we will be adding significantly more between now and the con.
Yes, it takes a lot of people to put one of these things on. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the positions obviously aren't really applicable yet, because there's so many people at cons that are just they're the gophers and the door guards, and they don't do any of the glamorous stuff. But without them, we couldn't throw the con. So if you like working with convention people, look being a gopher, because it's a lot of fun. Actually, if you put just a few hours into working on a con, you get a big discount on your entry fee, and you have a lot of fun being able to bring fun to other people. So if you feel like coming here, put in a couple of hours as a gopher, because it's really a lot of fun. Some of the things you get to do are pretty freaking cool as a gopher. So let's see.
Oh, actually, if I can put in a little quick plug, we're having, for those of you who are listening in the Greater Bay Area, we are, and in SoCal as well, because we actually have a SoCal meeting at the same time. We have an in-person staff meeting on this coming Sunday, February 2nd, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., and we'll be posting the details on our Facebook page, which can be found at facebook.com/BABSConSF. As well as on various other Brony and other local convention pages. But yeah, come on out. Offer yourself up.
Cool.
Be part of the magic.
All right, so I've got this really cool question for all you guys, including you, Bri. Best con story. What's your best con story? We're all con, veterans. What's your best convention story?
Well,
I want to let someone else start first.
Okay. How about you, Obsidian?
Best cons.
Best con story.
Best con story. Obsidian, go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Actually, Dusty already knows what my best con story is.
Yeah, probably.
I would say my best con moment was when I met Dusty.
What?
I was like, oh my god, it's Dusty. I mean, here I am, and I was with Nicole Oliver and all them, and I was like, that's pretty cool. But then Dusty showed up, and I was like, whoa.
Oh, come on.
That's my obligatory plug for your show and for you.
Thank you.
Actually, honestly, though, probably the best memory I have was at the end of BronyCon, when it was all said and done, and of course, a very successful convention, over 8,400 people, and when it was all said and done, our guests of honor were happy. The attendees were thrilled. When we were walking off the stage, we had people coming up to us and thanking us. And it was this life-changing moment for them. And it was really an overwhelming experience, because, you did this con because everybody has a different reason for doing cons. I did the con because I love the show and I love entertainment and things like that. And there's such satisfaction when people come to you and tell you these stories about how, oh my gosh, I made all these friends, and this is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and, you're like, wow, it was just mind-blowing, the difference that you can make. And this kind of goes into what you were saying about being a gopher.
Right.
That's for everybody that does a con.
Oh, absolutely.
From the guests of honor to the people that run the con to the gophers, volunteers. That's everybody's success.
Absolutely.
And it's this amazing feeling. So that is my fondest memory.
Hey, Brian.
Of any convention.
Hey, Brian, you there?
I'm back.
Awesome.
I'm back, yeah.
You're back, yeah.
Lost it in my whole house, but I'm back.
Oh, my goodness. The question is your best con story.
My best con story?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, there's some that I don't know what kind of an age group we have here listening in, so I'll try. I might have to keep it clean.
Yeah, keep this one clean. It's a PG show. PG show.
It's a PG show.
We say buy some apples around here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been to a few great anime ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm trying to think of the best one. I think probably my very first con. I went to a con. This was must have been maybe in the year 2000 in Boston,
okay.
And it was the very first con I went to, and or no, maybe it was even 1999. I can't remember now, but so I hadn't been to one. I didn't really know what the big deal was. It was an anime convention, and there.
Oh, come on, Skype. Oh no! Right when the story gets juicy. Brian, are you there? Oh, we lost him. I'll get him back.
I can dive in for now when we get Brian back.
Yep.
One of my fondest con memories actually isn't from staffing a con, but just a couple of years ago, I was at just one of our smaller cons. I mentioned it before, a BayCon. This was 2012. It's a nice, intimate little thing, and I was still fairly new to the fandom at that point, to the pony fandom, and we were the first folks to show up there cosplaying Pony. Myself and a couple of friends of mine. We didn't even have a whole main six, we had a main three. It was myself cosplaying Twilight. We had a lovely Rainbow Dash and a lovely Fluttershy, and taking part in the masquerade and managing to take away an award for that. It was just kind of like, whoa!
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you know, getting to hand it up in front of a bunch of folks. We did, like, you know, Pony Charlie's Angels poses and crazy stuff. And yeah, so we ended up taking, I think it was most original, but, you know, whatever.
Whatever. What about you, Borg?
Mine would have to be, I'm a little bit biased. It was at this past year, Nightmare Nights Dallas. During the main VA panel, I actually proposed to my girlfriend.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, that would have to be my favorite con experience. That kind of tops it. Yeah,
that would be it. Still trying to get Brian back in the call. There he is.
There he is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Craziness going on in here.
Try it again.
Did you catch anything?
What's about your con in 2000?
We were talking. You said just about 99, and then go.
Well, I was in Boston, my very first convention. We were at a dinner, a get-together with a bunch of the guests. And there was one guest, apparently outside, who wasn't able to get into the dinner, but she had to leave. And I wasn't aware of this, and someone came desperately knocking at the door to the...
Oh, come on, Skype. Don't do it to me. Come on. Internet is bad on the West Coast this week. Come on. You're kidding me. You're kidding me. Oh, my goodness. I am, like, not paying my Skype bill this week. Oh. Dang them. Brian's in Vancouver, isn't he?
I think that's correct.
Yeah. It's like, wait a minute. Why is New Westminster? Yeah, that's Vancouver. Shouldn't have a problem with internets. We're going to try and keep getting them in as soon as we can, people. Are you still there, Bri? Are you back?
I'm here.
Okay. Knock on the door.
I'm here.
The knock on the door.
She was...
You're kidding.
Knock.
Wow, this is really weird. Brian, the link to Brian is like the only one that's really giving us heck. The only one that's really giving us... Yeah, and there he goes again. So we're going to continue trying. How about this? Real quick, while we're waiting for him to come back. Any special events you guys can let us in on that are already happening?
Oh, I gotta hand this over to Obsidian, because she's got some stuff.
We have, of course, our two primary events. Our kind of crown jewels, which is a voice acting contest, which is going to be hosted by Tara Strong.
Ooh.
and company. There's going to be some other folks that are going to be there. That plan is still in development, but it's basically going to be like kind of in the shoes of like America's Next Top Model or
American Idol.
American Idol, things like that, only for, of course, voice acting.
Cool.
And then, of course, we have the Goldie Awards, which are it's fandom specific, and we actually present. It works actually independent from the convention. The convention is hosting it, but the awards are not actually part of the con. The awards are actually owned by the recently formed and founded Academy of Brony Arts and Sciences, which will be taking nominations here probably been about a week, where anybody in the fandom can nominate into our categories anybody that they think, including your show or maybe another show that they like. They just name the category, name the person, and send it in. And then the Academy, which has, we've got from writers like Rated Pony Star to voice actors like No Acking are voting Academy members. We vote on the different categories, as long as it's not a conflict of interest. Like if No Acting has been nominated, she can't vote in a voice acting thing. So we're very fair and unbiased. I've personally reached out to everybody on both sides of the aisle, PVL, EFN, different conventions for voting members, and whoever wins is promoted given a statuette that we have designed.
Nice.
That we'll be also releasing that official image of our statuette here probably for the next 2 weeks or so, and it'll be engraved with the category and then the winner's name on it. So, and this is something that will only be at BABSCon. That's going
to be a yearly thing, annual?
Yes, it'll be an annual thing, and possibly we'll be looking in the future for conventions that want to about possibly listing official nominations, people that have been nominated at one convention, and then holding the awards at BABSCon. So it's very exciting.
Very exciting. That's kind of cool. That's sweet. Let's see what else. Oh, here's one. As I continue to try to call Brian. We're coming, Brian. I swear. At the convention earlier this month, that was the Further Confusion convention, a group from Dr. Phil showed up. How is media being handled through BABSCon? Because I don't think the Dr. Phil guys actually went through Further Confusion. They just showed up on the street and just started.
Yeah, no. The way we're handling things, and Borg, I hope you don't mind if I field this one.
No, go ahead. Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Very simply put, no media pass, no access. It's that simple.
That's simple.
Folks can contact us at media@babscon.com and apply for a media pass. Again, we're going to have folks coming in from a lot of the major, Brony news networks, like EFN and PVL, and all the usual suspects are going to be there. And if any mainstream media want to come, that's how they're going to have to do it. We are not going to let ourselves be ambushed by somebody with looking to do something salacious about OMG bronies. Who are these crazy people? Kind of like OMG furries. Who are these crazy people?
Yeah.
I actually have a comment about that, if I could.
You may go right ahead.
Oh, please.
Yes, that is something that we've paid very close attention to with the access. That was something that we had some trouble with at BronyCon, and BronyCon took steps before I left to fix it. We talked about that, and that was one of the things that we addressed too at this convention was access. At BronyCon, we had a reporter managed to get into the children's programming room. And that was like a huge no-no. So at this convention, we're going to have, beefed up more security to make sure, because, reporters will slip in just about anywhere.
Yeah, they'll do anything they can.
And, again, there's, most of us, if we get stopped by a reporter, we know what to say, but, we got to look out for the target audience that we have at the con, and we want to make sure that nobody's bothering our guests of honor and things like that. So, yeah, this is definitely something that we done. And we're also reaching across the aisle, as she said. We have no favoritisms at BabsCon. Everyone is welcome as long as, you know, they have a media pass.
Yep. Still trying to get Brian back, guys, so still working on that, too. Let's see. We're just having a bit of problems with Brian. Let's see. What else can we talk about?
Borg had something he wanted to add.
Borg, talk.
Well, yeah, everything Obsidian said. We're definitely fair. But we want everybody to register ahead of time. Be media. Is Brian back? Brian, are you there?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay. Well, yeah, it's. Oh, he is. I heard you.
Hey.
Oh, is he back? He's back. Brian.
I'm back.
Okay, awesome.
Wow.
We're having some problems.
Canadian
Internet.
I don't know. It's just fantastic.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say one word sentences together however you want to make it really cool. One word answers to everything.
Nice. You're coming to the con, right? Yes or no? Oh, nice. Borg.
See, I said it. I said in the text chat, you know, quick, say your one word.
Yes, he's coming to the con. What most people don't know about Brian Drummond is he actually does that in person. It's very strange.
Amazing.
No, I'm kidding. You'll actually get to hear him continuously you'll be able to hear him continuously for multiple sentences at a time. It will be the weirdest thing you've ever seen.
Absolutely. Borg, your point you were making.
I think I made it. It's but yeah, it'll
go Borg.
It'll definitely be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for media. Dusty Cat, we love your show. We're glad we could definitely be on here, and we hope you're coming down. I mean, you should definitely be there. You're going to be there, right? Do I have to beg?
Me?
Yeah,
dude.
I don't have to beg.
You don't have to beg. I've been pimping this show for 6 months. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Like I'm not
It's
gonna
not
be
like
there.
you live right.
Like
there.
I'm not gonna be there. I'm only 30 minutes from the hotel. Yeah. Like I'm not gonna be there.
Oh, Dusty was one of our early believers. Thankfully.
Early believers. I'm not a believer. I'm a believer. Okay, let's get that straight right now. So while we're trying to get Brian back, let's go to commercial. Which one should I run this week? Oh my goodness. Let's see.
That really good one.
The really good one? How about...
Really good one.
You know what? In honor of your waifu, how about I run Twilight's Library?
Ooh, do it.
Yeah, let me pick that one. Where'd it go? There it is. Golden Oaks Library commercial. So we're going to be back in just a few minutes. We'll try to get Brian back on the phone. And then we'll go into conventions. We'll talk about, all the conventions coming up, not just this one, and some charity work. And then we'll get into question and answer. And we'll try to get Brian back on the phone. So don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. I hope.
Hey you! Yes, you! Do your friends make fun of you because you can't spell the word dog? Does your pyromaniac little sister use your books as kindling? Are your fanfics infested with Draconequus? Boy, do we have the solution for you! Oh yes, we do! Come visit Ponyville's own Golden Oaks Library, where your head archivist is our very own Princess Twilight Sparkle! Drop in, check us out, get lost in a book. If Rainbow Dash can do it, so can you! Please remember to reshelve all books in the proper Dewey Decimal System location. No gum-chewing, dubstep, mad science, exploding ponies, or party cannons allowed. Those on holidays, winter wrap-up, and whenever Equestria is doomed. Don't text and drive.
That's right, folks. Your Princess Twilight Sparkle wants you to go down to the library and check out any book you want. Any of them. Read them. Because books don't do anything unless you read them. They might sit there and look pretty, but they don't do anything. They don't teach you nothing unless you read them. So get down there and pick out a book. Trust me, it's a lot of fun. And with that, we're back. And we're going to talk about upcoming conventions. We're still trying to get Brian back on the call because Canadian internet stinks. Brian is typing something right now, so let him type. BABSCon. Of course, BABSCon's coming up. April 18th through 20th, 2014. The list of people not coming to this is shorter than the list of people who are. So I'm not going to... this is the long list. Andrea Libman, Tara Strong, Kathy Westlook, Nicole Oliver, Peter New, GM Barrow, M.A. Larson, Emmy King Rogers, Megan McCarthy, Brian and Brianna Drummond, Jason Thiessen, Big Jim Miller are all coming. And that new person... Sonia, that's where you're supposed to step in.
Natasha Levenger.
Natasha, yes, Natasha's coming. And then music by Eurobeat, Brony, Fanning, Tarby, and Michael A. Anybody new on the music scene that might be showing up?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Is that a good question?
Well, actually, right now we are pretty much booked. We've got, we've got everybody from Michael A. to Eurobeat, Nick, Cyril the Wolf. We've got lots of folks, but we're still encouraging artists to apply, because if we have any of our main people drop out, we're going to need people to fill those spots.
You are going to need people to fill those spots. Who knows? Maybe I'll even jump there and sing up something.
There you go. There you go. You're always welcome, Dusty.
Yeah. Let's see. Then we have TrotCon, June 20th through 22nd in Columbus, Ohio. They have Emily and Tay from Pegasusers Live. Pixel Kitties, Eurobeat, Brony, and Cyril the Wolf. They have a contest. Their OC Peanut Bucker is looking for cosplay ideas, so go over there and get into the contest. Everfree Northwest, July 4th through 6th in Seattle. Marika is going to be there, Gilda. Registration is open. Panel submissions are open now. Vendor apps are open. Pony Stock musician applications are also open now, so go apply. BronyCon, August 1st through 3rd, 2014, back in Baltimore. Reg is open. Hotel Reg is open. Get your hotel rooms because they go fast. And they just announced... Kazumi Evans' singing voice of rarity, will be at BronyCon. BronyCan, August 22nd through 24th, Richmond, BC, Canada. The changelings are coming. They need your help. Pre-reg is now open for helping at BronyCan. Charity. We'll go straight to charity. Charity, this last charity we did was for Sophie Cabra, the Denver Dumb Friends League, which is a wonderful, wonderful animal rescue people. We did 1,210 bits on a 500-bit goal. That is awesome. I think it's actually even more than that, 1,220. I think somebody snuck in a $10 in there at the end. So we started over for the year. That's 1,210 bits for the year. Starting over. So all prizes are in play, which means we have this Japanese iPhone 5 case, Pinkie Pie. We have one dog tag bag. Not sure what's in here, but I'm sure you'll find out. We have also one Derpy foil card, Series 2. And this set of beautiful drawings by one Sophie Cabra, which arrived today in the mail. They are awesome. You get these also. So that is this wonderful pith helmet full of names, which I'm mixing up right now. Pith helmet. So, I'm going to pick this one. Who is this? Who is this? Who is this? Spike. Really? Spike. It says Spike. See? Spike. I don't know how I'm going to get this to you, Spike. I don't have Dragonfire. So, we're going to have to contact you, or you contact me at dusty@manlysbrony.com with your contact info, and we'll ship all that stuff out to you. Everybody who's waiting for things from me, from the holidays, it's coming. Okay, it's all over there. It's all packed. I have to get to the, I've got tomorrow off, so I'm going to go to mail everything. We're going to put our pith helmet on right there. And so our next charity is one that's just a little bit close to our heart. Our very, very good friend Heatwave, who is actually DJ Nightmare Moon here on Everfree Network, has had a bit of dental emergency. Was having lunch the other day and basically broke off a wisdom tooth badly. When going in to have it checked, found out that just about all of them have to come out, and also has some other really bad dental help. Needs a lot of help. So what we're going to do is run a 2-week charity to try to get him some help to pay these extremely enormous dental bills. Trust me, I'm getting some teeth work done right now. They are not happy. So if you want to go over to manlyasbrony.com and click on the link, it'll take you over to the page, the same kind of page we used for Brony Granny. So you put who you are in the comments and put your money in there, and you'll be in a drawing for this right over here. Want to see it? Yeah, I can show you it. This talking Nightmare Moon. Yes, let's celebrate the moon, Nightmare Moon. So you're going to get this, and if we break 500 bits, I know it's a 700-bit thing, but if we break 500, then whoever, I'm going to draw another name. The second name is going to get a guest spot live on Nightmare Moon's show. You're going to be on the Lunar Republic Takeover. So that's kind of cool, isn't it? Yeah, I think it is. So if you go over there and give a little bit, then we're going to help out a really good friend of ours get some health taken care of. Thank you very much for your help on that one. It's going to be awesome. And that is charity work for the week. So now we need to bring in Screwball, hopefully whose internet is actually working, because he's.
I don't know. Is it working?
It's you're really gravelly, but it's working.
Gravelly?
Yeah.
Or just the train that's currently passing by?
It could be. So
yes, it's because there's so many people on the call, right?
Yeah, it might be. I don't know, but it just seems to be you and Brian. So it could be the link between USA and Canada. The NSA. I know what.
They're Canadian.
You know what?
They're Canadian.
I know what it is. It's the NSA tapping the line because this call's going to Canada. You know, they're taking up some IP. Is that how it works? I don't know.
Yeah, I have no slides right now.
Yeah. So let's see. Is Brian back? No, still trying to recall him. So yeah. So you're here. We're here. We're all awesome. So I know this is a weird show, people. It's not our normal everyday. We're having a great time. Nothing's going wrong. Screwball's licking the Cat 5 cable again.
Shut up! It's not me this time. It's the NSA.
It's the NSA. There we go. I'm just gonna blame it on the NSA. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blame it on the NSA.
The train's gone, so that probably was it.
Maybe, but that doesn't explain the train going past Brian's house.
it's probably just passing there right now. It's at light speed, you know.
I know. I know. So, is there any questions in the chat that weren't for Brian?
I have a bunch actually for. I will bring it right on up. So this one from Double Helix. So this one. Oh, what part of BABSCon are you looking forward to the most?
A lot of it. A lot of it.
That's too simple. Come on.
Oh, I'm looking forward. You know what I'm looking forward to? You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to the true art show, an actual art show that they're going to be putting on, sort of like we have on the Anthropomorphic convention. Isn't that correct?
Obsidian's baby right there. I'm pretty excited about it too.
Yes. An actual place where artists are in our fandom can actually hang their art like in a studio and have it. Everybody check it out. I think it's going to be awesome. I think artists out there should really take this up because it's a huge thing over in the Anthropomorphic fandom, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun with that. So,
actually, Dusty, do you know who Obsidian has working for her on that?
Yes, Jamar. Very good friend of mine.
Anyway, sorry, I didn't want to step on anyone there, but just figured we should get that out there.
That's fine. Jamar is a very good friend of mine. He comes to the house every Friday, and we have dinner. So he's a very good friend of mine. He's worked the Further Confusion Art Show. In fact, he was the head of Further Confusion Art Show last year. So it's going to be awesome.
We like to be trendsetters, you know. That's this is going to be one of those things that we're hoping is going to be a tremendous success that the Brony community will embrace.
I'm hoping they do too. Absolutely. So because art shows are wonderful. I mean, you get lots of really great art. Artists usually do like one nice big piece for the big art show of the year, and people buy them. That's how you make money. So it's gonna be great. I think you guys should really look into it, all you artists out there. That's what I'm looking forward to. Next.
Awesome. One sec. Mechanical keyboards. So this one is, one second, I'm just making a quick read. So this is from Firemain. Question for the BabsCon staff. Are you pleased with how the main 6 wood carving came out? I had put over 300 hours into it, and it is in Vancouver, waiting to be signed by Tabitha, Ashley, and Andrea.
I have to say yes, that this carving is incredible. And I wish I had it. I wish I had a picture of it right in front of me, because, or something we could share with everyone out there, because it's impressive. He actually live streamed the carving of it too, and painting of it. It was just nuts. Yep. And he's kindly donating it to our charity auction. With all the guest of honor signatures on it, it should be really big help for some folks out there.
Absolutely. Good.
I was very pleased myself. Actually, that kind of downplays it. Very pleased sounds more mediocre. I'd have to say I was totally just
flabbergasted.
That was the exact word I was going to say. You stole it from me.
Flabbergasted.
Dusty, we think too much alike.
I know. It's amazing.
I think you're my
It's sort of like you're in the room here with me somewhere.
I'll bring on the next one. Okay, so I think this was already. Yeah, I'm just gonna skip that one for now. Question for all from Dirty Kitten. I still love that name. What are your thoughts on our beloved Derpy return?
Loved it.
Absolutely loved it.
It was the right moment.
It really was.
It was the right use of her.
Yes.
And she wasn't brought back to just do nothing. She was brought back as a plot point in the story, as a feel-good, as a joke, however you want to say it. But she was brought in at the right point and not misused. And that's what I loved about it, is that they waited for the right point. I
was shocked. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my god.
Yep.
The forums are going to explode again.
Mm-hmm.
And they did.
It's going to be like the Derpy Wars all over again.
Why would it be a war? I mean, geez.
Oh my gosh, it was.
I mean, it was the right use. It was she lives in Ponyville. It's the right thing, right? Okay. Well, what would be a great let's get another flyer. She's a flyer. Why not?
I agree.
Why
with
be
you.
upset over it? I mean, come on.
Yeah, there's some folks I know right at the top of my head. Like, as soon as I saw that, I instantly thought, oh, I bet you there's going to be a nasty post going up here in about 3, 2, 1.
Bonk. Yeah.
I absolutely loved it.
I did.
It was
great.
It was great.
Well, and
I loved it.
I loved it too. The way they handled it was just was brilliant. And of course the way they danced around her, not talking, but that she's contributing. She's exactly. She just she was as the best. They did the best they could do, especially given that again, given the previous Derpy Gate, they can't really name her or have her talk, because then nobody's happy.
Can't please everyone though, right?
Not last I checked.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't understand how colorful cartoon horses can't, please everyone, but that's just my fantasy world.
Ooh. So I'll bring on the next one. So this one's from Lunatic, and I'm just gonna put this for everyone. Absolutely everyone. Who are your favorite ponies?
Well, gosh, I'll dive in. I'm a big Twilight Sparkle freak. She is best pony to me, and also absolutely love Luna, Trixie, and Princess Celestia.
I'd have to say, I'm a huge Luna fan. New Lunar Republic. And Applejack. I'm a huge Applejack fan.
I think I have a preference towards Twilight Sparkle, and Rainbow Dash is a very close second in that race.
Mm-hmm. Everybody knows my proclivities on ponies. Everybody knows.
Still say it, Dusty. Who is it?
God, Rainbow Dash is tattooed on my shoulder. What do you think?
And there's another.
Well, yeah, it's Shirley.
Yeah, exactly.
Shirley. My wife, though.
Now, how far up does Daring Do rank on that? I noticed your cosplay during
yes.
Dallas.
Daring Do is like right up there, but she's underneath Shirley. Yeah, you got it. Rainbow Dash, Shirley, yes.
Mine. I'm putting Applejack ranked up there a lot recently, so I'm actually pretty much putting her tied with Fluttershy now. I've just been loving more and more AJ as she keeps coming up, so I confirmed as her and Fluttershy tied for best horse.
Best horse.
Did we get everyone?
I think we
did.
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Still trying to get Brian on the phone, so go next.
I'll go next. So this one from Love and Tolerate. Question for BabsCon. When will pre-registration end, and when will badges be sold at front doors?
Okay, sure. Pre-registration ends on April 4th of this year, and badges will be sold starting on the Thursday, April 17th, before con officially begins.
There you go.
Awesome. That was a quick one. I'll bring this one from Crux of the Core. BabsCon. How long did it take for the con to take flight?
Actually, a surprisingly short time. I was first shopping this idea around in late May of 2013, and was able to get some of the right folks to sign on. And next thing you know, I brought Obsidian on. Obsidian. When did I bring you on? That was like what? August of September.
You brought me on in September. That was when I was like really down in the dumps, and you like reached a hand out to me when I was in the gutter, and were like, "Come with me, little pony. I'll save you. Come to my con." And I was like, "Okay."
Great. Now I sound all messianic or something. Eek!
There's a big light glowing around your head. So yeah.
Oh man, I thought I had that turned off. But
yeah, it was September. First week of September.
But no, there was for most folks, the first they really heard of us would have been in I think it was late August, early September. Mm-hmm. But it took a lot of months of putting together just the very, very, just the first few staffers and haggling it out with the venue and recruiting our first guest of honor, the amazing Andrea Libman, who believed in us from the start and even helped us get our initial offer off the ground and our seed money going, which was just so helpful and made it possible for the con to happen. So,
you know what? She has an alternative motive though.
She loves it here.
She loves San Francisco.
Yeah, exactly. Well, why do you think we went for her first? Because we knew that she loved us and we loved her, and it just seemed like a match made in pony heaven. So, yeah.
I've been to San Francisco a few years back, and holy cow, was it amazing.
Amazing place.
We're hoping that folks take a little extra time above and beyond the con if they can to just explore and get out of the venue, see some local color. If you have to go do that during the con, okay, fine. But
I brought my parents a few years ago, but I brought my parents out to San Francisco from Michigan. It's the first time they'd ever been west. I took them to the Golden Gate Bridge, and I love you, Mom, I love you, Dad, but they would not go over the bridge. They wouldn't go over it. I was like,
actually, that's not that common. I know a few other folks with bridge phobias. It's weird.
Wow, weird. It's like I couldn't get them to go over it. But we took pictures next to it, but they couldn't go over it. I was like, okay, Mom, no worries.
Well, I would definitely suggest, if you guys want to check out sites, and if you're into history, I really suggest to see Alcatraz.
Yeah,
I've been there, and it was so cool.
Oh, definitely a good sight to see.
It'll be my first time going to San Francisco.
Cool.
It'll be really exciting for me.
Yeah, Obsidian, you've been here before, haven't you?
To San Francisco?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've been to San Diego. So that was my only excursion to California. You have to remember that I'm from Oregon initially, and back in the 70s and 60s, it used to be a political campaigning promise to try to keep Californians out of Oregon. So, and I don't know why.
Yeah, that didn't work, did it?
That didn't work. It was just, I don't know, there was this animosity that I've never understood. But I personally like California. Northern California is, oh my God, gorgeous. You know, but yeah, this is going to be my first trip to the Bay Area, so I'm very excited, and any trip that takes me back to the West Coast is always welcome because it's home.
Very cool. Next.
Way better than Texas.
So this one's from Flare Cobra. A question for you guys at BabsCon. Question is, what gave you all the idea for the Ask blog for the mascot?
Well, she was too adorable not to have an Ask blog. I mean, we started showing her around, and everyone was just like, "Oh!" And so we just knew we had something there. And actually, you can look forward to seeing some more activity on the blog than you've seen so far. And I think Board can actually speak to that at this point.
Yeah, that's right. We're getting more and more artists, and they're just working hard on the blog. We got a bunch of comics coming up. We got some stuff written for you followers there on the Tumblr. We got a new artist just the other day who I think is going to help us start helping us out with the Tumblr. She drew a fantastic Bat Pony version of Golden Gates, or OC, and that was absolutely adorable.
Actually, she was in the most recent, that very drawing was on the most recent Draw Friends on Equestria Daily.
Aww.
Nice.
That's true. And we brought in Stratos, a.k.a. Chocolate Pony, as our head of design.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, we're going
to be cranking out the pictures here pretty soon.
Ooh.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned, my friends.
Next.
So this one's from Heavyweight. Question to you, Dusty. How's the training going?
Well, the training is actually on hold because I've gotten the cold that everybody has gotten. So I got very sick. And I'm just now, as you can hear in my voice, still not quite over it. So I'm still doing push-ups every now and then, but that's like I can't go run and I can't go spread my disease all over the gym. That would not be good.
Ew.
So, yeah. So I'm doing okay. See? It's like, look at that.
Heavyweight says no excuse. No excuse, Dusty.
What do you mean no excuse? Look at that, buddy. See that? That's better than it was a month ago. Right there. I'm good. I'm on track, as it were. Because this has a date with destiny. Because, you know what? Me and Private Stampede, we're going to go. It's going to be a throwdown, I think.
Oh,
it's going to be a throwdown. And it's going to be at BABSCon.
What?
Yes. I think, you know what? I'm private challenge right now, right here, right now. Private Stampede, Tyler, you and I. Hoof wrestle. BABSCon. Let's do this. I want your answer by next show.
Lock up the Phillies and Colts, baby. It's going to get hot up in here.
You want to push me? You want to push me, Heavyweight? You want to push me? Guess what? Guess what? We'll pull it out. We'll do it. We'll pull out the guns. And we'll see.
I don't know if he has what it takes.
I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, you heard it here first, folks. Dusty Cat, Private Stampede, Snowflake in real life, throw down.
We're gonna see. We're gonna, you know, we'll see. We'll see if Tyler will come out. We'll see if Tyler will come out and play.
I have a sneaking suspicion his response might be a very hearty affirmative.
Very hearty. Very hearty.
How might he say that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
We'll find out.
I think this is how the world ends, isn't it?
That's how the world ends, buddy.
I would approve this as an event.
There you go.
Oh my God, yes.
This might happen. Next.
Woohoo.
So this one is from Dusty2. Question for every pony. What did you think of the references in Three's a Crowd, such as the Harry Potter reference all the way up to the Tremors reference?
I thought it was freaking hilarious. I think that you can do that with Discord because Discord is chaos. He can pull anything out of anywhere. He can pull out, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He can pull out, tons of things. It doesn't matter because he's Discord. So that's where you can have all that pop culture reference haha because it doesn't matter to the, canon of the show because it's Discord. Pfft, who cares? So I thought it was freaking hilarious. Some of the stuff they pulled out was just freaking funnier than heck. So.
Well, what about the rest of you guys?
My personal favorite had to be Discord as Hunter Thompson. I mean,
yeah.
Come on. That was brilliant. And yeah, Harry Potter was brilliant. I didn't see that necessarily. That was partially Tremors. I also got a sense of Dune as well because of the way
everyone was saying between Dune and Tremors. They were switching between.
Yeah, it's a bit. What was really hilarious is that an artist actually had the worm actually had an ice bag on its head and a towel wrapped around itself, and Fluttershy was feeding it soup. It's like
yeah, I thought that was amazing.
It was great.
I don't know what everyone else thinks, but I'm a huge Tremors fan, so when that came up, I was just screaming Tremors. I thought it was amazing. But I did love the Star Wars reference of Discord. What was he holding above his head or something? And it was like the shine of light, and then there's Twilight and Kane's in the background. I thought it was that. I'm like, yeah, that's Star Wars. Oh, actually, there was one other. The 300 reference. Did you guys catch that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, heck yeah.
I laughed so hard. I never knew to after it, but then when I can't remember who posted it. As soon as they posted it, I just freaked out. I'm like, no way, would they really?
The worm actually had a name in the script.
Did it?
Yeah, what was the name?
It was a Tetzel worm.
That's it.
The Tetzel worm.
And I believe, was it Megan McCarthy who tweeted that?
She tweeted it, yeah. It was her, yeah. I can't remember what it was called, though.
Some from Alpine folklore up in the Swiss Alps. Tetzelworm.
It's a creepy thing is what it is.
I like the way the writers grab, mythology, from all around the world and, they put it in. Just kind of like our guest, Brian Drummond Azul, is a mythology behind that creature as well.
They do a lot of Greek mythology too. Yep. I noticed.
And they did some Norse. They did some Norse mythology. People can say no, they didn't. Yes, they did. Norse mythology is in there.
It's also pretty obvious that they read their Dungeons and Dragons monster manual early on. The first season alone, we had manticores, cockatrices. It was crazy.
We just didn't have them. What was the big giant eyeball with
an observer?
An observer. Yes, we didn't have an observer. Those
yeah, I'm that geeky. I know what that is.
I knew what it was too. I just didn't remember it. That's all. No worries. Next.
This one is from Pink Pearl Apple with her generosity. She asks, does anyone want a picture or something from London? My sis is going on a trip to South Africa, but they have a 9-hour layover in London.
Ooh, London. That'd be cool. Here's an idea.
I would tell that one.
Here's an idea. Take your favorite little pony with you, and take a couple of pictures at places around London, and send them to us. Send them to Dusty@manlyasbrony.com, and we'll have a travel log.
Oh, if you could get you could get your sister to do that, that'd be sick.
Yeah, send a couple of pictures of the little pony somewhere in London, like near a pub or something. That'd be cool.
Dusty, I think I should get you some. That she should get you some Marmite and send it to you because if you haven't had Marmite, you haven't lived.
Oh, really? What's Marmite? Is it like that cheese
Tabitha
substance?
Has been tweeting about this for the longest time. Blame Marmite.
It's actually a spread made from brewers yeast. Down in Australia, they have a similar thing called Vegemite.
Vegemite, yeah. That's why I was wondering if it was Vegemite. British version.
It's very similar, although if you tell the folks that are partisans to each one that they're similar, they'll both kill you.
Yes.
But I think you need to taste this. It'll put even more hair on your chest, as if that were possible.
Why is that good?
Yes, it is.
So now, tell me this backstory to it, because I see Tabitha always tweeting about it, but I never really understood why it just started out of nowhere. Like, is it like Nutella or something? Everyone's just crazy for it, or what?
Weird.
It's very much a love it or hate it kind of thing, and it's also just quintessentially British and to a lesser degree Commonwealthy.
It's like bangers and mash.
Yeah. Well, even most folks in the UK aren't that fond of it. It's a truly a love it or hate it affair, and it's just one of those quirky cultural things. I mean, it would be sort of their version of the deep fried Snickers bar, I suppose.
Yeah, pretty much. I want to let everybody know that we're not going to be able to get Brian back. It looks like, for some reason, the internet in his area is just gone to schmuck.
We did our best.
So we're not going to be able to get Brian back. But he and I...
did bring him.
You did bring him, thank you very much. But we're going to try see if we can get some tech stuff done between me and him. And then we're going to try to do this again to have him and his daughter on the show later this year. So we're going to get some tech out there and see if we can get his Skype fixed and see if we can figure this out. But we thank Brian for taking time out of his busy schedule to attempt to be with us tonight. We did get a little bit of him, so thanks to Brian. And then we'll let him go get some dinner. So thanks a lot, dude. Next.
I was just typing. I don't know if people can constantly hear this beast of machine being typed on, but one sec. Okay, here we go. So this one's from Marby Z. Question for BabsCon staff: how many attendees do you expect to have at the con, and are you already planning for next year?
Okay. Well, let's see. If current trends hold, we're looking at between 1,000 and 1,500. If things take the upswing that we're hoping, we could be between 1,500 and 2,000. There's a lot of leeway there, I know. I mean, it's hardly your good polling standard margin of error kind of thing, but there are just too damn many variables. I mean, what with E3LA not happening this year, and then at the same time, just fandom drama. We just don't know. But right now, based on our current pre-registrations, based on the usual con wisdom on these things, right now I'd say we're looking at roughly 1,250 to 1,500.
Not bad for a first-year con.
No.
That's real good.
And we're always looking ahead. I mean, we are trying to, as they say, just trying to survive this year first.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, every con. That was one of our best and most common sayings in BronyCon, is it's all about just surviving your current year. But yeah, we have many times in our meetings thought, well, you know what, that may be something we'd like to do, but it's too far ahead into the con cycle to maybe pull it off this year. So, it's something cool we'll do next year. So yeah, we do have some cool things that we're thinking about for next year.
And yeah, we are definitely looking at having a con next year as well. But as Obsidian so rightly said, first let's survive this year. Yay!
Yes.
Sonia, actually, this is a good time to mention our big thing that we're always telling people. We constantly get asked the question of, how is it that we are able to get all these spectacular guests and not go the way of LPU?
Oh, you had to mention the Scottish con.
Don't mention the con that shall not be named.
Okay, the con that should not be named, but we do have, if you look at our guest line, it is rather impressive, and the con that shall not be named had a rather impressive guest list. And to that, what I can tell you is just Sonia and I have been working and talking closely with the talent. and with some clever marketing and with, again, of course, EQLA not happening, we have found our way into being able to get the talent that we want at good prices, and without the competition of EQLA, we've kind of taken, or not taken, but their guests have kind of migrated over. So we are actually very, very good in our books. We are in black. So for all those people that have been wondering, oh my gosh, is this con going to be okay? We are actually totally fine, and I would bet my reputation on it. So
actually, I can throw a little extra light on that. I'm happy to do that. And unlike when most people say, I'm so glad you asked me that question, we are actually glad to be able to tell this here so people can hear it, because this is a very important question. Oh my God, are they going to go LPU? No, we're not going to go LPU, and here's why. In addition to what Obsidian already mentioned, we have a number of things working in our favor. The first of which is anthropomorphic arts and education. The folks behind Further Confusion, I pitched them on BABSCon very early on, long before we announced. And they became our mentor and fiscal sponsor organization, which is a legal technicality if you're involved in 501c3s, but it also means that they've given us a lot of material support, a lot of advice, assistance. They've provided us with both directly and indirectly with staff. And so consequently, there's a lot of stuff that a first-year con would have to go out and buy and pay for that we don't have to, like an on-site registration system.
Right.
There you go. We have that. And also,
they're our big brother, best friend forever.
Yeah, they are. They're totally. They're our sister con. And in addition to that, there's the fact that we're only in San Francisco. So the majority of the guests are coming up from LA or they're coming from Vancouver. It's not nearly as expensive for us to bring them here as it is to bring them, all the way across the country to folks out in Dallas or Baltimore or any of the other great places where they're having cons. In addition to that, we got a really great deal out of our venue as long as we hit our room blocks, which we're very much on target to do. The actual meeting space doesn't cost us a whole heck of a lot.
That reminds me, I got to get my hotel room.
Yes, you should, Dusty.
Sorry.
I seem to recall that your room might be, well, at least one of your rooms might be on the party floor. Am I hearing that right?
Maybe.
Maybe. Aww. You have an adoring public there.
I know we do. That's why it needs to be a secret.
Just far from it now.
Far from it now.
But that's what it comes down to. We also have done some very creative negotiation with the talent that we've booked. Hell, one of our big guests of honor, I won't say who, one of our big guests of honor is basically doing it as a favor to a mutual friend, and we're getting her for a deal that I think would make heads explode. so there are the big factors. We drove some really good bargains. We have some material support from an established organization. It just costs us less to bring people here, and people just wanted to come. They wanted to come. Who doesn't want to spend a long weekend in San Francisco?
Who doesn't want to spend a long weekend chugging Ghirardelli chocolate? I know, not me. I
could mainline that.
Yes.
Just give me an IV. Just
there you go. Next.
Sorry, I was just getting ready. So this one is from James Justice.
Yes.
I didn't even have a chance to breathe there. That actually kind of gave me a stroke.
Resident superhero of Stay Brony, my friends. Manipulator of cornflakes. Sworn enemy, a scourge. Soggy milk. What does James want to know this week?
So what James wants to know, ask, you name it, is what have some of your favorite things to come out of the fandom in 2013?
Oh, Obsidian, you gotta talk to this. What with the Goldies coming up? Or is that for you, Dusty? I'm so sorry.
That's for everybody and anybody. So I don't know. I think the best thing that's come out of the fandom lately is probably Button's Adventures. Those guys are knocking it out of the stinking park every time they do something. And it's like, wow, you know, it should be working on the show good enough animation. The writing is tight. The voice acting is awesome. It's like, come on. Is there anything better being done out there in the animation side? I don't think so. So I think that Shady Vox and those guys are knocking it out of the park.
My personal favorite, just for its sheer oddity and strangeness and wonderfulness and just glorious innocence, is Flufflepuff.
Oh, yeah, Flufflepuff.
Yes.
Absolutely. Love Mixmaster Mike. He's but anyway, see, got him. The Flufflepuff.
How dare you, Dusty?
What? You know, it's just I don't know. It's just all kinds of wonderful things going on. Yeah.
You're cracking me up.
Oh yeah. What else? What about you, Obsidian? What do you think?
Gosh, there's too much. There's just the button mash.
Yep.
The first episode was awesome. That animation was just amazing.
Yep.
There's just been so much new art. There's really just too much to really comment. Button mash on top of what's already been mentioned. To not sound like a mockingbird, are just some of the greatest things that have come. Even the fan fiction that has been written this year has been amazing. So there's just so much, and of course you're going to see probably most of these people that are doing these good works probably nominated for Goldie Awards. So it'll be awesome.
Yeah. What about you, Borg? What do you see?
Well, man, there's so much. Button Mash was pretty good. I like the way the fans kind of, it was a bit of a controversy at first, but Equestria Girls came out.
Yeah.
And a lot of the fandom, at first really didn't like it. And now they're kind of starting, they've accepted it, and, they've been, true bronies, and they've just kind of, some of them have embraced it. I know, I've heard like 18 remixes of Twilight Wins the Crown.
Oh, yeah. The music was awesome. Yeah. Nobody said anything bad about the music.
The music was awesome.
The music was awesome.
The music was awesome.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people have, grasped onto the art.
Yep.
And they've used it as the creative fuel.
Yeah, I know. It's like
we love so much.
All freaking awesome stuff. I had a picture of something that actually got released this week. There's a picture that went up. Where's my list of photos? Up there. Now let's see if I
hear
can
they're
find
toying with the sequel.
Oh yeah, they're toying with a sequel.
See if I can find the picture. Yeah, it might be that one. Come on, Lester. There it is. Ha ha ha. Rock and roll, baby. Rainbow Rocks. Equestria Girls.
Am I the only one looking at this and thinking truly, truly, truly outrageous?
Truly outrageous, isn't it?
Truly
outrageous.
I'm still trying to figure out how Gem and Kiss got crossed. Because really, look at that outfit on Rainbow Dash. I mean, that is
when a rock band and a cartoon pop act love each other really, really
straight Starman. That is Starman right there. And I'm a Kiss fan. I love Kiss, but I can see this is a book. Okay, they're being released as a book that's been announced, and this is going to be Battle of the Bands.
Oh, so it's a book.
It's a book that has been released. Not released yet, but announced. So yeah, it's going to be the main six in a band versus who? The great and powerful lead singer herself, Trixie.
Oh.
Yeah. So this is going to be, I don't know. We're going to have to look into that one.
If they do animate it,
rumors have it of an animation of a movie coming out too.
Yeah, rumors have it of a movie, but it has been announced as a book. So we'll figure that. We'll see.
This goes right along with their new toy line.
Yep, right along with the new toy line, because the first one that came out was Trixie with a double neck guitar.
I don't know about you, but I totally want to hear Kathleen Barr take on, some singing.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
She's the voice actress for Trixie and Chrysalis.
Absolutely. Hey, hey, Screwball. Screwy.
YOLO.
I know it's been that kind of show, but you know what time it is.
Okay. I gotta find that question, huh?
Find it.
There's two that I'm just struggling between because Double Helix has been bringing in these questions and but okay, I'm just gonna go for this one. Did any of you play Legends of Equestria? And tell us what you thought of it.
Oh,
yes.
Actually, we did play Legends of Equestria. A couple of us here on the BABSCon team, we actually had Golden Gates running around Legends of Equestria in all of her cuteness.
And we met.
Oh yes, that's I heard.
Yeah, I think I was at the controls that day.
Yep, I think you were. So, yep. Went to Sugarcane Corner for a dance. And who's there but this cutie right here over my shoulder. Golden Gates is sitting there flapping her wings. And I'm like, hey, Golden Gates, how you doing? And it's like, Overhaul, how are you doing? It's like, you know, my OC Overhaul. So we're sitting in there dancing and having a good time. Yeah, it's, you know what? It's really, from a guy who's done, you know, Second Life, I did it for years. And I haven't done, like, Skyrim or any of those. But being able to talk to people and being able to make a pony and go places, because they had all of, you know, Ponydale and Cloud Server and
Cloudopolis.
Cloudopolis and Cantermore. Cantermore was huge. Oh my goodness!
It was.
Wow.
You get on a Pegasus. I remember flying down as Golden Gates. It was
huge.
It was amazing.
It's the work they've put in is absolutely freaking stunning.
You guys are making me so jelly.
Yeah.
I never had a chance to play it. I was playing Rust all the time.
Stunning. So yeah,
that doesn't even cover some of the
if it gets
other
finished,
like Sweet Apple Acres.
If it gets finished and absolutely used, it's going to be freaking awesome. It's going to be a huge time sink for a lot of people, but it's going to be.
Actually,
goodbye, life.
Speaking of Legends of Equestria, a bunch of them will be down at BABSCon.
Amazing.
What?
I wonder if they'll have a
panel. They
panel.
might be.
Will they have a panel? Wow. Maybe at BABSCon.
I know the answer to that question.
Do you know the answer to that question?
But I'll never tell.
Oh.
We have something very special in store for people that are Legends of Equestria fans.
Oh boy.
Already been in talks with them, but it's not something that I want to release right now, but I can tell you it's going to be pretty epic. So you're going to want to stay tuned to that.
Pretty epic. And with that, we are at the end of our program. Again, we apologize for Brian Drummond's technical derpage. We'll try and get him back as soon as we can here on the program, hopefully with his daughter. It's going to be fun. But I want to remind everybody that we have a t-shirt on Redbubble. This is the new t-shirt. Maybe we'll get a new one here in a couple of months, but this one seems to be hot. So if you like Stay Brony, my friends, and you want to pimp us at certain conventions that have the name BABS in them, pick one of these up and wear it around BABSCon. And if I see you, I'll sign it, or I'll give you a big kiss on the lips. One or the other. So,
I like that.
Yes, thank you very much for supporting us and coming every time. And if you like t-shirts, hey, there's a t-shirt for you. Let's see. We have a lot of really great programming here on Everfree Network. You know that? I'm sure you know that because I've been saying it for 2 years. That we have wonderful, awesome shows here. And I'm like out of breath by the time this show is over, so I'm not going to say them anymore. So you just go to everfree.net. And you check out all the wonderful, wonderful original programming everybody here at Everfree Network puts their sweat and soul into. Because we do it for you. And there's lots of variety of things to watch. So start off with this show and then lots and lots of things going on. With that, I want to thank a lot of people. I want to thank Filming is Magic for the outro they did for us. I want to thank Rommel and We Are Borg and Sonia and everybody and Obsidian and Brian Drummond for putting up with derpage and all of that stuff. BronyCon, TrotCon, everybody who's sending me news, Everfree Northwest, BronyCan, everything. Hey, next guest in 2 weeks. We're going to have Old School Mom, New School Mom. We're going to have Sarah and her son Ari, the 10-year-old Brony. So we're going to have them on the show in 2 weeks. And then after that, it's a surprise. But you know what? That is actually on our website. Which
Hey,
is
Dusty.
manlyasbrony.com. Yes.
I have one more surprise for your listeners here.
Surprise! I like surprises.
For anybody who wants to register,
Yeah? Tell me.
we have a registration code. Get you 10% off.
10% off? What's it say?
10%
What is
off.
it? What is it? What is it?
What is it? The code.
The
If you
code.
go to our website,
Yes.
BrodyCon,
Code.
BabsCon.com,
10% off.
10% off.
Is what?
It's So Manly 10.
So manly, with a Y, 10.
All
Get you-
caps.
Get you
The
10%
number?
off, all caps.
The
Okay.
number 10.
The number 10, 10, will get you 10% off your ticket to BabsCon. So manly. That is so manly to give us a discount.
Any of the tickets. So if you want to
Any
go buy
ticket.
one of those $2,500 tickets,
you can get 10% off that.
Yeah, it's
That's right.
$250 right there.
That's $250. That's awesome. That is awesome. Thank you very much, Borg.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thanks
So
for
many.
Thanks for
So
hooking us
brony.
up. Hooking us up.
Oh,
Wow.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, with that, we're pretty much out of here. And I'm sorry for the technical derpage tonight, people, but, you know, I had to work up to an hour before the show, and it takes me about 30 minutes to get home. So, I was home setting up cameras by the time, you know, I should be calling people. Sorry about that. For that, though, we'll be back in 2 weeks, back to the normal schedule, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, with Old School Mom, New School Mom, and her son Ari. So check us out then. Thank you very much for coming, and we love you all every time we turn that camera on and make fools of ourselves. Keep coming back, because we love you. Catch you later. Bye.
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 Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.